Okay, this is your second quiz basically for your cycle 1, and it's regarding angles. You got the handout for it, and I'm going to do a few of the problems for you. You have to find a positive and negative coterminal angle for each angle. Basically, you want angles. We're just going to subtract 2 pi here to get a positive. So if you subtract 2 pi, if you find the common denominator is 90, you're really saying 253 pi over 90 minus 180 pi over 90. Because this equals 2 pi. And so we get the 73 pi over 90. Let me change that. 73 pi over 90. Now we know that this is smaller than 2 pi. So we have one positive and we need a negative. So I'm going to go ahead and take this one again, 73 pi over 90, and subtract 180 pi over 90. And then I'm going to get negative 107 pi over 90. I have my positive and I have my negative. For number 2, we're already starting with negatives. So I'm going to go ahead and to get a positive, let's see what happens if I add 2 pi. Now here I want to add 2 pi. So 23 pi over 9 plus 2 pi, which would be 18 pi over 9. That gives me negative 5 pi over 9. So there's my negative. So let me put a blue on that. And from here, I want to continue and subtract 18 pi over 9, or add 18 pi over 9. And I'm going to get 13 pi over 9. So basically you're adding or subtracting 2 pi all the time. You have to change your denominator, and after you do these many times, it'll become easy. Now here, and this is where students make mistakes. We're not finding coterminal angles. We're not finding a value. We are just converting. So keep it simple when you do this. All we're going to do is multiply this by 180 over pi. It's in radians, so we want to convert it to degrees. I cross out my pi's. 9 goes into 180 20 times. I multiply across and I get negative 200 degrees. Now here we have it in degrees, so we are going to change it to radians. I'm going to multiply it by pi over 180. In this case, I'm doing this in my head. I'm going to cross out the 0 here. That's 60 pi over 18. I know 6 goes into both of this, so I'll have 10 pi over 3. We've done that a lot, so. Okay, we have to find the measure of each angle. So what they're looking for is this part here, the blue. They're giving you that this angle is pi over 4. Since we know that this whole angle here is 180 or pi, all we have to do is take pi and subtract pi over 4. So I'm going to change this to 4 pi over 4 minus pi over 4, and I get 3 pi over 4. Some of this is just common sense. If you want it, you could change this, to degrees and do it that way. And then, but make sure if they give you a problem in radians, radian measurement, your answer should be in radians. If they give you degrees, your answer should be in degrees. Now here they give you that this angle is 11 pi over 18. So all I know is that if I swing this green all the way around, and if I decided to go back up in here, that would be 4 pi. So I can take 4 pi minus 11 pi over 18 and get my 61 pi over 18 and do it that way. Or the way you can think of it again is you can say, well, 11 pi over 18 plus what equals 48. Not 48, but we want 4 pi would be 72. So 72 pi over 18. Because this equals 4 pi. Okay? And then you would get your 61 pi over 18. Okay, you're going to have to draw angles. 4 pi, we know that's 720 degrees. So you just go around once, it's 360. Go around twice, that is 720. Since this one is negative, in this case, I don't really know what this is. So what I want to do first is convert it to degrees. Just convert, so I'm going to add 2 pi. Adding 2 pi would be like 31 pi over 18 plus 36 pi over 18. Which gives you 5 pi over 6. In this case, am I doing the right one? 31 pi over 18. Oh, I see what I'm doing. Okay, so what I want to do instead is convert it, right? I want to convert it to degrees, so sorry about that. Let's just convert this to degrees because it's helpful. So 18 times 180 over pi. So I know the pi's go away. And I know 18 goes into 180/10. So I know I'm talking about negative 310 degrees. I know negative means go counterclockwise. I know that this is negative 90, negative 180, negative 270. So I need to add 40 more. So about right here maybe, not so far. That would be 45. So go back there. And then there's my terminal side. Find the reference angle. This was in another video. Basically, if I were to draw 17, negative 4 pi over 3 is the same as negative 120, I believe. So we're going to go here to negative 120. There it is. We want to find the reference angle. Remember, the reference angle is the positive acute angle. That means it needs to be in quadrant 1. So if I draw, since I'm in quadrant 3 here, I draw this angle up to the x-axis. This is 180. So I'm going to take 180 minus 120, and I get 60 degrees. But since they're asking you in radians, your answer should be in radians. So you should write pi over 3. What's nice about reference angles is if the denominator of your angle is 3, then your reference angle, the denominator should be 3. So in this case, we'll just do the answer first. The answer to this right away is pi over 12. So because you want a positive acute angle. This angle here, we could say, what quadrant is this in? Let's change this to 180 over pi. 6 goes into this. So this would be 2, this would be 3. So 3, should do 150. 3, I should use a calculator. It's 21. No, let's see. 47 times 3 is... Well, it's still kind of hard. 141 over 2. So what I would do on this one is, instead of trying to draw it, that's little 70 and a half, right? Just know that if I give you something like 5 pi over 6, what is your reference angle? Pi over 6. If I give you 21 pi over 17, what is your reference angle? Pi over 17. I think that's the best way to remember the angles that are in radians.